securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Here's 2nd and 10. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. And they'll run it here. And not much doing. He'll get this only up to about the 36. The second down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there.
A gain of 1 brings up 3rd down and 9.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. Nix from the shotgun. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Down to the 10. And all the way home for the Broncos score. A big play there. 64 yards. And the Broncos need just 3 plays to go down and take the early lead. Will Lutz on for the point after. And he's got it. 7-0 Broncos.
Makes the score Broncos 7, Chiefs 0. Will Lutz to kick off.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about... Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 23. First carry here for Kenneth Walker III. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
That was well defended right there. He saw the play in front of him and able to hold the point of attack. Then he sheds it and goes and makes a tackle for a loss.
Now Mahomes. Right side, Thornton with it. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. Now let's check on the call. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. From the gun, it's Mahomes. That is caught downfield. It's Worthy. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. A first down there on a pickup of 25. From the gun, it's Walker. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And he'll get it out to midfield. Let's see, he'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? Five or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive.
An awful lot of congestion in the middle third of the field, but how about our defensive tackle right there? He didn't just hold the line. He provided some push and smacked the ball carrier down for a loss.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Now they'll throw with Mahomes. He'll get this complete to Worthy. Will go down as a gain of 6. And that's going to lead to a third down.
A gain of 6 yards. And it's third down.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Mahomes now to throw. And that is incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield or man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
Mahomes and the offense staying out there. They'll go for it on 4th. Mahomes going to go on 4th down. He's got his target. That's complete. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A big pickup there, 20 yards as they convert on 4th. So they get the conversion on 4th, and now from the 25, they operate with a 1st and 10. Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
Here's Walker. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Throwing now is Mahomes. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Xavier Worthy. A 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Chiefs respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7.
Harrison Butker to kick off 14-6.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Big stop from a guy who can bring a big hit, Nick Bolton.
Well, that kind of hit will certainly fire up your team both on the field and on the sideline. Tackles for lost yardage, they're always welcome.
Second quarter about to begin from Denver. It's the Broncos in possession of the football. Here's Nix as they've got it second down and 12. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
A gain of 10 brings up third and 1.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Off the play fake, Nix steps away. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have the Broncos first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Normally on third down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
They'll go play action with Nix. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Second and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. A give up the middle to Dobbins. And that one opened up for him well as he'll take this down to the 26-yard line. Denver has the first down, the play going for 15 yards.
First down. First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Off the play fake, here's Nix. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. That's George Karlaftis, who fought his way through the line to bury him. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Now the Central Florida product is R.J. Harvey. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. A long way to go here on third down for the 8th play of the drive.
Brings up third and 12.
Operating from the gun, here's Nix. That's going to be caught by Waddle. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 14. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on third down. Here's a first and 10 at the 14-yard line. Working out of the gun is Nix. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
Well, it hasn't been a banner first half for the defense trying to cover him today, but they'll take that one right there, helping force that incompletion.
Now it's second and 10. To throw, here's Nix. He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there. So, Charles, no turnovers yet for this offense, but those sacks now, they're starting to pile up.
And one thing usually leads to another because they've got to figure out how the offensive line and everyone else involved in protection can keep their quarterback upright and allow him a chance to throw the ball downfield.
Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's fourth down. The kick by Lutz is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punt, does. You really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Now 2nd and 5. Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 57 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. They went with the nickel look defensively, so they had 5 defensive backs in there. Didn't help them stop the run.
Yeah, I love that, the nickel look. 5 cents, 5 DBs. But what also happens then? You take a big body off the field in order to insert that guy. So you're taking a big off for a little. And oftentimes you can run the football effectively against that defense.
On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
2nd and 10. Mahomes going to throw. Pass complete to Royals. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 11 yards for number 11.
And the throw and the catch were just fine, but against zone coverage when you run a drag route, what you're hoping for is he makes the catch and makes someone miss, and they don't there. Very difficult route to run when everyone has their eyes back towards the quarterback and they're able to see the route develop.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Throw finding Thornton over the middle. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Now Mahomes on the bootleg, rolling to his left. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Broncos are going to take over at their own 13-yard line.
Intercepted. The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Here's a 2nd and 5. Throwing Nix. That ball nearly intercepted. The rookie had his hands on it but couldn't pull it in. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. They'll run up the gut with Dobbins. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
At the 30-yard line.
To throw is Nix. And he's taken down. A Chiefs sack. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Now it's Nix. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Nix to the air. Oh, looking for Waddle, but it's intercepted. He's to the 10. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Touchdown, Chiefs.
Butker on for the PAT. And that makes it 14-10.
Makes the score Chiefs 14, Broncos 10. Harrison Butker.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And able to get this out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And they'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. Now the Broncos will use their third and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And a potential turning point as he'll get the football in very good field position late in this first half. Well, Charles, they're so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
Final shot before the half from Mahomes. He's going to throw one up for the end zone. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
Will Lutz to kick off for the
Ready
Broncos.
for the start of the third quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up first and 10 at about the 32. Hands it to Walker to begin the series. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The 71 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. They've got the lead early here in the third quarter, and runs like that are how they establish that lead in the first half.
I love the fact that you're using the word lead because they are leading from the front, pounding on the defense right now with the running game, and truly establishing themselves here in the second half.
Back to Walker on first down. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. Pat Surtain up to make the play.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
To throw, it's Mahomes. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. From the 34 now, here's first and 10.
First down, Chiefs.
Now here's Mahomes. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Another connection between the two. This one good for 12 and a first down. Up the middle, here's Walker. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Kenneth Walker, 22 yards. And the Chiefs take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Butker now to add the extra point. It's good, and it's 21-10.
Makes the score, Chiefs 21, Broncos 10. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Butker now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a two-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome? A little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 3. Operating from the gun, Nix. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. It's a 9-yard gain, and it'll keep the drive moving.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Slot man moves right. On first down, he'll drop to throw. And that's going to be caught by Sutton. But he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
First and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Back to throw. Nix. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. And the Chiefs will take over here at their own 14-yard line. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one? Or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get...
Here's a diving catch right side. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing because a lot of teams with a two-score lead in the third quarter, They almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
But that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Sticking with Walker on second down. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 112 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
Walker now on 1st and 10. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
They work now on 2nd and 9. And they'll go with the ground attack here. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory.
And while the guys with the ball are having a whole lot of fun keeping it on the ground, the guys on the opposite side, they are having zero fun. They've been getting pushed around the entire game and haven't found an answer yet to slow down the running game.
They'll try for the first with Walker. And he's going to go backward. They get him behind the line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Andy Reid, some say always unpredictable, and here he says, we're going for it on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they'll work this down inside the 30. So a moment to catch our collective breath after the 4th down conversion. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So the drive stays alive after the 4th down conversion. 1st and 10 inside the 30. They go play fake. Mahomes. He'll get this complete to Worthy. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Now to the ground, here's Walker. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
So take a look at the clock. I realize that this drive has eaten up a good portion of the 4th quarter already. Got to tell you, partner, when you're trying to salt away a game, this is exactly what it's supposed to look like.
Walker. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Ken Walker, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chiefs have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. Some good running there at the end of the drive. He had the burst that set up the 1st and goal, and then one play later, he's in the end zone.
Brandon, what I liked about that sequence is I'm not sure who made the play call, but they understood the situation, understood the momentum. A nice hard-charging run, give it right back to him, and let him cap things off.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and the lead is up to 18 now.
Harrison Butker at a kickoff for Kansas City.
Butker now to kick this one away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Open man, and again it's Sutton. He's got room at the 30. Down the left sideline. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Cortland Sutton, 49 yards. And the Broncos have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth. Lutz with the extra point. And the lead is down to 11 at 28-17. Lutz now to kick this one away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
First and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. So a first and 10 now in Denver territory at the 38. Trying the left side with Walker. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
Throwing now is Mahomes. That's into the hands of Worthy. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And now 1 yard to go on 3rd down. Working from the gun, Mahomes. That is caught. He finds Royals. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 13-yard line. Defense was expecting run, and they're dealt a pass of over 15 yards. Mahomes now 14 out of 17, 82%, and it's 1st and 10. Running left is Walker. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. 138 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They've got it 1st and goal in a game that appears to have already been decided. going for the knockout punch. They'll try and run. And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Kenneth Walker taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Chiefs have opened up a 3-score lead as they pull away here in the fourth.
Harrison
Butker on for the PAT. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Broncos 17. Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
Butker now to kick this one away. And that one not returnable, not by a long stretch, over the back line of the end zone, so that's going to be spotted up at the 35-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
And his throw here's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Here's Nix. Throw out wide is incomplete.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him, but after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
They'll go for it. Here's Nix. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. Interesting, Mahomes wants to throw it. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates.
Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Broncos are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 8-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Well, probably not much that they can do at this point, CD. Down 3 scores late in the fourth quarter. This is going to be a little too much to overcome, you would think.
Yeah, they'll go down swinging, but in the end, I think we saw the writing on the wall a while back because one team was clearly better than the other in this one. And while it didn't quite reach blowout status, I think we knew who was going to win this one well before we got to this stage.
Nix from the shotgun. In trouble, and the ball's out. It's in the end zone loose. And what else could go wrong at this point? This is going to be a defensive touchdown as they keep piling it on. That's something you have to be wary of on your side of the field, that close to the goal line. The defense, they are looking for that football. They got it. They scored it.
You are so right, and the quarterback has to speed things up himself. So close to the goal line, they're going to get after you. Make sure you get rid of the football and in a safe place.
Extra point by Butker is on target. And they open the lead up now to 25.
17. Harrison Harrison Butker to kick off for Kansas City.
And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is end the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
And the Chiefs are going to get him. George Karlaftis picks up his second sack of the afternoon. Now third down and very long. To throw, here's Nix. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on third down, forcing the errant pass. Fourth down coming up.
In a fourth down.
They're going. It's Nix. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. And the Chiefs are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. On the counter, it's Walker. There's a nice move. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Nice play for Kansas City, picking up the first 18 yards that time. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the fourth quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.